Chosen ones, God will supply all of your needs. So if you're ready to quit your job and start living your purpose and start doing what God has called you here on this earth to do, when you're ready to answer the call, chosen ones, because many are called but few are chosen. You call yourself a chosen one. You know you're a chosen one. You've been through so much. You are a chosen one because of what you've been through. No one can take that away from you. So the next step is, you've been in that training ground. You've been in that pruning season. The next step is to answer the call. You answer the call by living your purpose. You answer the call by doing what God has ordained you to do. And I know at times we can think, well, what about income? What am I going to do? Of course, listen, of course you're going to have those worries. But God wants you to cast your worries to Him. Give God your worries. Give God your burdens, because God will take care of all of that. If God has called you to quit your job and start living your purpose, don't you think that God knows exactly all you need to pay for? Don't you think God knows that you have bills to pay? Don't you think God knows that you still have to keep a roof over your head and feed your house, feed yourself, feed your children? Don't you think God knows that? God knows that. But God is going to supply all of your needs. Because when you seek first the kingdom and His righteousness, all good things will be added unto you. When you do what God has called you to do and you walk your purpose, God's going to make sure that you will be supplied. God's going to make your ends meet before that abundance even comes in. Even though things may look a certain way now, when it comes time for you to pay those bills, that money is going to come in supernatural ways. There is nothing in this world that God cannot do. So what happens is, often we know that we want to go live our purpose, but we allow the fear to block us. God did not give us a spirit of fear. That's the enemy. That's the devil. If the fear is keeping you away, that's the devil screaming in your ear. Get behind me, Satan. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. You tell the devil that you know that you are a child of the Most High God, and that God will supply all of your needs, and that God will make sure that your needs are taken care of. Have faith, not fear. Faith over fear. So to you right now that you're worried and you're afraid, you're a little apprehensive, this is your sign to go for it, baby, because God's going to supply all of your needs. Because the minute you start investing into what God has ordained you to do, you're meeting God halfway. God's going to meet you halfway. Because you are on here, on this earth, to fulfill your purpose and nothing else. It's either do or so do.